A very good morning to all of you. I think I'm clearly audible without the microphone. So thank you, Upendra. Distinguished guests, my Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, graduates, their families, friends, who are all gathered here to attend this presentation ceremony. For us, there are a lot of milestones that we passed, and I think we started the ceremony fittingly by observing a 30-minute silence, because a lot of us have gone through this pandemic and it has affected one and all of us in one way or the other. But with that particular basic thing in mind, what I would like to do is obviously present a bit of a snapshot in terms of what UK Versity is, and why do we enjoy a lot of graduates and a lot of students, not just in the UK, but from outside the UK studying with us. And I think it's going to be a bit of a quick trip down the memory lane to rejig the memories in terms of who we are, where we started from, and where we want to go. So first of all, heartiest congratulations, and once again welcome to the 5th graduation ceremony that we are hosting this year after a break last year. Now, we've got about 1,018 graduates which have completed qualifications with us last year and this year. But because of COVID, since we were not able to hold a graduation ceremony, this year we're going to be hosting one, which is today. Again, because of restrictions from COVID, we can only restrict attendance to about 100 students and guests. We'll be hosting another one next year in February, and hopefully another one towards the Easter break in April. And this is just to clear the backlog, and I think it's a very special occasion for all the graduates, their families, to come in and celebrate and go through a traditional graduation ceremony as you would do so in a university. I must say and admit, I'm truly humbled and I'm massively proud and also very delighted that all of the students who joined the courses with us starting September of 2019 have completed the course with very few dropouts. If I have to put a number down to it, I'll probably put 7. But rest apart from that, all of you have completed your qualifications, and some of you have achieved not just 1, 2, but also your 3rd qualification with us in the last 2 years. So our job here at UK Versity is quite straightforward. What we want to do is support your ambitions, whatever they are, at whatever level they are. So you would get to see that when we call out names for the presentation ceremony today, we have students who are graduating at level 2 and going up to the master's level. So wherever you wish to go, whether you want to go slow or whether you want to go fast, regardless of your age and background, we are here to support you and take down any necessary or unnecessary barriers between you and your education. We want to make sure that we equip you, each and every one of you, with the necessary skills which are required today that will help you contribute and help build an environment for tomorrow. We see the world changing. COVID is something we've seen how things have got transformed during the period of the pandemic, and it is very important that some of the skills and the qualifications that you picked up would allow you to not just go out, contribute, maybe help build, and also use some of the skills that you've developed in a way which will be sustainable and which will benefit all people from all walks of life. I'll use a quote here, which is from Benjamin Franklin, and he said, "Out of adversity comes opportunity." Now, there can be no doubt that the COVID period has been a tough one for all of us, including the staff at UK Versity. But when we look back, we look at our learnings that we've got from this pandemic, and what I would offer taking forward from this would be a few words of wisdom to the graduates who are successfully passing out today. And this is something personal to me, because I've seen that life is a series of horizons. It is always about new hopes, and it is always about changes. So we need to be able to anticipate changes which can happen when we complete a qualification, when we embark on a journey, and obviously try and embrace it towards the end so that we come out better off it. Now, some of the things that I've seen in life personally have been that sometimes you take decisions, or you have to make decisions which are not generally the more popular ones that you would want to take. But that should not be something that you should shy away from taking, because decisions that you take should be the ones which should not just benefit you, but it should benefit the larger part of the society that you serve in or work in. I've always believed that rules are meant to be broken. if you cannot challenge yourself and you cannot break the rules, if boundaries are not crossed, greatness cannot be achieved. And I think a lot of people would say this, rules, we need to follow rules. Yes, we need to follow rules where they need to be followed. Like we followed the COVID protocol today, we followed the rules so that everybody is safe. But in general, when you look at rules in life, when you have to push yourself, when you have to take up new challenges, make sure you always try and break the rules, you always try and cross the boundaries. And last but not the least, like myself, my staff here, every one of you who's in this room is a testament that you have been relentless, you have been very passionate, and that is where that is why you have been actually able to achieve what you have achieved today. So with adversity comes opportunity. During COVID, a lot of us looked at reskilling, upskilling. We wanted to take up education because when we come out of this pandemic, we should have those necessary skills required to be able to get back into the job or get back into the market. I would also like to, lastly towards the end, I'll also like to mention that, as a college, we don't call ourselves a college, but we are designated as a college, and it will not be wrong for us to say that we are the largest private college in Greater Manchester. With about over 1,000 students graduating this year, there is no college which even comes close to us, and thanks to the achievement of the students who have put their faith and have chosen us over big names in Manchester to study the qualifications with us. So some of the milestones that we have done to give back to society this year is that as an institution, as a business, as an organization, we've signed a pledge with the Living Wage Foundation and joined 7,000 other businesses in the UK, which have promised that we will be looking at paying living wage to our employees or people or contractors that we work with. We've also launched Ekunkar, scholarships this year, which is predominantly for children from underprivileged background, and we'll be offering 12 such scholarships, which started earlier this year, and that will be full fee scholarship to students from any background, anywhere in the world, looking at joining courses with us, and predominantly to support people and students who want to further their education from underdeveloped countries. We also did our small part in waiving off some fees for health and social care students in particular, because during the pandemic we saw a lot of our students working tirelessly with the NHS, with associated organizations. So what we did was we waived off the last fee installment for them, a small amount, but the idea was we wanted to give back to our students to say, thank you, you've been doing your bit and you are getting us through this pandemic. As I've already mentioned, 1,000 students is something which I've always looked forward to. It's a milestone. Now that we've crossed that, but in that milestone, what we've also ensured that 71 of our students have achieved distinction, the qualification in distinction in their grades. There are 129 students who have achieved merit, and there are 800 students or over 800 students who have achieved the qualification with pass. Not that they've not achieved a merit or distinction, because the qualifications only had a pass grade in them, and that would mean 100%. We also had 38 students which have completed MBA from the University of Chichester after studying with us the level 7, and they've gone on and done an MBA top-up. We were also given an award by the Indian Achievers Forum, which is a signature authority in the field of science, education, technology, entrepreneurship, arts and culture, and they shortlist businesses and companies who are doing exceptionally well in their sector. So we were proud to receive the Education Excellence Award for 2020 from this particular forum. In the end, all this would not have been possible with or without the commitment and obviously unwavering support from the staff and lecturers at UK Versity. So I would like to recognize the exceptional work they have done behind the scenes in terms of ensuring that each and every one of you, obviously not just complete, but achieve the qualification to your fullest potential. So graduates of today will obviously become members of the UK Versity alumni, and I would want you to stay in touch with us, be a part of this ever-growing community. We have taught 4,000 students in the last 5 years since we started, and that itself is a milestone, and we don't want to stop here. Milestones to a certain extent, numbers are, to a certain extent irrelevant, but yes, since we have now got established, we enjoy support from students, 18 different countries, and so many different qualifications and awarding organizations that we work with, like ATHE, OTHM, IFA, Pearson, NCFE, and we offer over 150 courses. So I would expect that graduates of today will be in touch with us and be a part of this ever-growing community at UK Versity. And I'd like to end by saying congratulations once again. Thank you very much. God bless and good luck.